This is general advice and my opinions only. CFDs are high risk, past performance isn't reliable. I may be long or short CFDs and stocks mentioned. Content may contain language that offends some viewers. LEVRD operates as corporate authorised representative 001318377 under AFSL 548573. You can find our financial services guide via the LEVRD website link in the show notes.
Righto, bag holders and stop loss haters. Is this the turnaround for Matty and the market? I don't know, but I think this is 2 green days in a row, and I am long. I'm long. Pretty much everything. Here we go. But you know what we need? We need Trump. Trump, you got to sort this fucking thing out. Get this bloody peace deal done. Get the bloody oil flowing, get Matty's fund back, and get CXU up to 10 cents for the Huxo. The Huxo, everyone get behind Huxo. He's bloody, mate, he's had a 10-bagger. We're rooting for you, Huxo. Fucking legend. Absolute best, let's say he's the best friend of LEVRD at the moment. Right, let's look into what's going on around the world. Commodities overnight. Well, copper back at $6.01 per pound, up 2%. So you've got the sulfuric bloody export ban coming out of China. So that is going to be, that is bullish for copper and all the copper mines in like Chile and that need that stuff to process their copper, and possible impacts on the African ones too, not all of them. So, and if we can get global growth going again, that's good for copper and the shortage of copper. So they're bullish. Mate, Sam Christie is bullish copper. That's all you need to know. Sam Christie, Shaw and Partners, is bullish copper. So that fucking, what more do you need to know? $6.01 a pound. Gold back up to 48.43. I think it's sitting about there, 48.30 at the moment. So gold is rebounding. Iron ore down 1.2%, $104. What do we got? Nickel, $8.16 US a pound, up 2.9%. Brent crude down 4%, back in the 95. So you got WTI and Brent sitting at high 80s, low 90s. So oil is coming back a bit. Silver up 5%, 79.60. Spodumene 6% on the Platts, 23.40 US a tonne, up another 1.3%. Thermal coals come back 2.9%, 128. Uranium still sitting pretty flat at 85.50. US 10-year yield down 1% to 4.25. So that is coming down a bit. And the majors overnight. So you had Ivanhoe up 5.7%. Albemarle up another 2.5%. Newmont up 2.3%. Barrick up 1.8%. The only one's down. ExxonMobil down 2.4%. Cameco pretty flat. Alcoa down 1.9%. So she's all bloody go. She's all go. The Trump-Iran update. So it sounds like the first 24 hours of this blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, according to these reports, US bloody didn't allow any ships in or out for the first 24 hours. And while they're, I guess, sealing off these Iranian ports, it says more ceasefire talks are planned. And this could be planned in and around like before the end of the ceasefire. They're going to have more peace talks effectively. So we're waiting on that. There was, yeah, fucking, you don't know what's real and what's not. The amount of shit that goes around. But there was bugger all on Truth Social last night. Pretty much Trump was just abusing the UK for not extracting their oil and hanging shit on them for building windmills, effectively. Other than that, nothing too much out of Trump. There was reports something like Iran proposed a 5-year nuclear ban. And then US wanted 20-year ban. So whether that is going to be the point of conjecture, how long they will ban the nuclear program for in Iran, whether that's going to be what's going to be sorted out in the upcoming next round of peace talks. As people have said, usually the first round of peace talks fail, so it's not fucking dead in the water. But it appears that, US is strangling fucking Iran's bloody oil. So we'll see what happens. But things are looking on the up at the moment. Could fucking change at any point. But my biggest thing I worry about every night is whether Huxo is going to cash out of his CXU. I'm just worried about Huxo, and the whole world should be worried about Huxo at the moment because he's 10 bagged. Love your work, Huxo. Can't stop talking about you. Oh, a few other announcements. I should do this shit at the start. Check out the Johnny Wellborn episode from Phoenix. Ripper yarn. Ended up having a punt on it. Wanted to do some bloody DD on a pretty non-sexy business, iron ore. But iron ore in the Midwest, Phoenix are scaling up. So I had a very interesting yarn with him. Went into the weeds about what happened with the Road Messer deal. That was fucking interesting. So any other companies that want to come on, you get in touch with me. Get in touch and I'll do me bloody DD on you. Also, quick Canetoad announcement. The fucking Canetoad lads, they're just because they're GCs, have chucked a code in the show notes. If you want to try Canetoad for a month for free as an investor, chuck the code in. That'll give you 1 month free. And then if you're a bloody tight ass, you can cancel it before the month's out and you won't be charged anything. But Canetoad is that good that you won't be doing that. You will be like, can I pay you more? Can I pay you double the amount because it's that bloody good? So check out the show, link in the show notes for the linking code. It's up for 2 weeks. So rip in and get the bloody toad in your life and find a new load with the toad. Oh, geez, I'm a bit pumped up today because the bloody money's gone up. Right, Yancoal have bought the 80% stake in Kestral. They've won the bloody process. Upfront cash consideration, US $1.85 billion, and then contingent cash consideration of up to US $550 million, payable annually over a 5-year period. And it's for any year the average published daily price for the Platts premium low vol hard coking coal price index exceeds a specific threshold. So the Yancoal are going to fund the acquisition via a combination of available cash. They've got a US $1.2 billion 5-year syndicated loan facility, and then they've got cash flows from existing operations for the contingent consideration. So this is for met coal. Yancoal are pretty much thermal coal. Now they're both. Kestral produces a premium metallurgical product. So, and Kestral is the largest producing underground coal mine in Australia. And in 2025, they, on a 100% basis, because they got 80%, Mitsui's got the other 20, they produced 5.9 million tonne of product. So completion of the deal is targeted towards the end of Q3 2026. So it's out of halt, and it's pretty flat on an elevated price as well. I think it's sitting at about 750. We'll check it on the screen. So looks like the deal's been received well. The fear for Yancoal was that they were going to overpay for something. So based on the market reaction, looks like the market doesn't think they've overpaid effectively. Quarterly's out. Evolution. They've hit net cash. So they produced 170,000 ounces for the quarter and 11,000 tonne of copper for the quarter. So you can see the copper is down a lot since December quarter, which was 18, down to 11. That was the rain impacts at Ernest Henry, which they did do a planned shutdown in that period well, so it did mitigate some of the effects of the rain, but there was still considerable effects of the rain. So, yeah, not that, because they had a ripper December quarter, 191,000 ounces, so a bit lower on the gold, so a bit under the street estimates. I think street estimates are about 173. They've hit 170,000 ounces, but added 406 million to the balance sheet. 42 mil net cash position. So they've got 1.37 billion in cash and then 42. So that's, 1.33 of billion of debt. And that's not due till FY29. So most of that debt was from like the Ernest Henry acquisition, bit of North Parks, bit of Legacy Red Lake, which they copped bloody flack for, but that's actually producing cash now, it appears, Red Lake. So it looks like it's hitting its straps. So, and they did pay the big at the start of April. I think it was about 400 odd mil of dividend payments as well. So Evolution ticking along. You can tell by the chart there, it's obviously had a pretty decent pullback during the gold price drop and this whole period, but she was a pretty impressive look at that. Mid last year, $10 all the way up to near 18. So she was on a good rise. So well done to the team at Evos. Boss Energy, we've had a downgrade. So FY26 production for the Honeymoon Uranium Project in South Australia has been reduced from 1.6 million pounds down to between 1.4 and 1.45. So they did, I guess we knew about all the rainfall impacts earlier in the year, and then they've had subsequent unexpected rainfall during March, and you combine that with the already degraded baseline condition of access roads, extended disruption to supply of reagents. So that's seen them dropping their annual guidance to 1.4 to 1.45. So production for Q3 was 203,000 pounds drummed. They expect for Q4 to drum between 356 and 406 to achieve the full year guidance. That's below the previous guidance range of 490 to 520. So they're saying they're still on track to deliver their C1 cost guidance of 36 to $40 a pound and all-in sustaining cost of 60 to 64. They did say they experienced delays in commissioning for the ramp up in the PLS to IX flow, including the NIM6 column 4 and the associated primary pumps and the completion of wellfield B6. So, and then coupled that with the rainfall, it was a bit of a bloody shitstorm by the sound. So, but they're I guess, reiterating a bit of confidence saying completion of NIM6 columns 1 to 5, which is estimated to occur by the end of this financial year. That'll see the infrastructure set up for the future growth. So, as we said, Boss is in a precarious situation. This is obviously disappointing for them, and they did mention it at the bottom of the announcement. We did reiterate guidance in March, but then the rainfall happened after that, and so they were disappointed by that, which is bloody good, honest chat, I think. But the market still doesn't know if this new soaking method is going to work, since they've pretty much pulled the feasibility study. The ore body outside of the Honeymoon deposit doesn't connect up as initially thought. Obviously, the work, not enough drilling was done to delineate that in the study. And now, but it just can go either way. The resource grade has been dropped from what they've delineated. So nowhere near the Honeymoon grades, but you just don't know with uranium prices. If uranium prices rip, and this is one of the not many producers, it could go either way. It's so hard because the stock is so hated now from its highs. Hated stocks can go up very quickly, so far out. You just don't know, because remember from the call, they said if they can get this soaking method to work, where it's under lixiviant, like exposed to the lixiviant for a longer period, it soaks, and then they eventually just suck it back out instead of pumping it through like they used to. They could still reach. They did tout potentially 2.4 million pounds a year, which is not the 2.65, but they did say 2.4 in the call. So that is the one up in the air. So they've got the Urano guru, they're, spearheading this new method. So it could go either way. You just don't know. But these hated stocks have a lot of talk to the upside too. So anyway, I don't know which way to go on that one. Portfolio update. Right, breakthrough back up to 16 cents. Had a bit of a kick yesterday, so hopefully a bit of recovery there. WAF is doing well, up 22%, up at 343. Bright Star, 40 cents, still clawing back to the average of 44. Remember, they raised at 50. They're fully funded. 1.5% hopefully waiting for approvals and stuff to come through and a bit of concrete getting poured for that project. So that is still one of my high conviction picks. But the stock just doesn't go up, which pisses me off and everyone else that holds it. Liontown IGO, still waiting for that IGO quarterly to see if there's potential downgrade there. That's the one I'm watching. That's paired with Liontown on the upside. Talk, I think Talk's had a bit of a rip today. And what else we got? So I added new Murchison yesterday. Phoenix had a bit of a tickle and still got the Santos short. Santos short was paired with one of the ones that closed yesterday, but with energy going down, that's near flat. So me pairs might actually all have profited. Still got me call options and the put options. Put options are probably dead in the water, but since they're pretty much lost everything, there's no point closing them. I'll just wait till expiry because if there's a gold meltdown, they'll come back into play. The 5100 call, gold back in the 4800s. The 5100 call expiring at the end of this month. Could be a bit of a fucking Hail Mary. If that gets into the 5100s, that thing's going to start flying. Anyway, we'll wait and see. So the number, gradually clawing back, 115. Come on, you bastard. Is this the fucking resurgence for Matty? Is it? If Breakthrough starts getting a few pips, gold keeps ripping, gold gets to 5100, my bloody call options come into the money. I could have a 2 back in front of me. I could have a 2. Holy shit, what a journey. Or I could lose everything next week. I don't know, but I'm in the game. Huxo's in the game. Huxo's laughing. He's got his 10-bagger. I want to be like Huxo, effectively. So that's where we're sitting. That is where we're sitting. Right, let's have a look across the screen.
3, 2, 1, let's buy!
Right, Matty's posies. What have we got? Oh, we're up 5. I think might be back in the 120s. Okay, WAF up 1.4%. So that's ticking along. WAF is actually, we'll go up to the bloody top here, show you over the last month, WAF has performed just under Greatland. Best performing gold stock in the last month. Over the last 3 months, where's WAF? Where are you? Not bad. Top 5. Pretty much in line with the gold price, but over the 1 year, what do we got? WAF. Down at the lower end. So still potential, mid-range. So it has performed well. Still some catalysts coming up. I'll keep me bloody eye on that one. Bright Star up 3.7%. Ticking along, 41, 42. Need a fucking kick there. Liontown up 0.5%. IGO, so Liontown and IGO pretty paired up. Talk Metals up 8%. Talk is got some talk today. Good work. There you go. Blab your mouth at every conference talk. Just keep that bloody thing going. Medallion up 2.2. New Murchison up 4%. Kaiser Reef recovering a little bit. God, that was a bloody fucking mistake, that one. Mistake on timing. We'll see. Santos coming down, so that position's back to nearly neutral. Phoenix back up 1%. So things are looking not bad today. Let's have a look across everything else. Gold, best performing. Evolution on the back of the quarterly, up 7%. Ramelius up 4%. Orabanda up 6.7%. Orabanda, that is interesting. With gold ripping, I'll be interested to see what that quarterly is going to be. That could bloody keep going. Eyes on Orabanda. So what? Everything. Genesis up 5. Bloody things are ticking along. The only one down is Catalyst, down 0.45. Everything else is up. Nickel. Fucking Centaurus flying 64.5. 64.5. Nickel Industries 98. What's in the interesting pile? Talk is the best. Forestania up 10%. Ben's up 6%, back to 269 or so. Things are fucking good day around. Lithium, no big movers there. PMET up 0.9. IGO flat line. What's MinRes? 58.79, pretty flat. Core Lithium up 3%, 31.5. Rare Earths Oh, G&M, Great Northern Minerals, up 16%. They've got a gold copper thing in bloody Nevada now, apparently. Nothing too much on the rare earths. Linus at down 4%, $21. Linus has been hit a bit today. Have they had a bloody... I wonder if I've missed any fucking quarterlies that have come out at right just before the bell. Let me just have a look. Let me have a look. Bear with me, punters. Oh, nothing I can see. I'm reading quick. Probably 100% missed them. She be right, brah. She be right. Copper. Polymetal's up another 4%. That's had a couple of good days. Bloody Firefly back at 218. Up 5%. Go Richardson Street. Sandfire up 2.7. Develop back up to 558, up 2%. Silver Miners. Yep, ripping. Boab up 2%, not too much. Yes. Andean up 4.9, back to 211. Uranium. Who's going good on the uranium front? So, as mentioned, check there, Boss Energy down 11%. So not too bad. $1.53. Considering if you look on the chart, that's probably not too far from where they were back before. So pretty much back at where they were a week ago. $1.53. So it hasn't hit them too hard. Lotus down 1.6. Best performers are Paladin up 3%. Bannerman up 1.7. So a bit of green, not heaps. Coal. Yancoal's actually up 1.45, where you've got, and Whitehaven up 1.5. So a bit of green. The A1's down. New Hope down 2.89. And that's it. The US ones were down a bit as well. There we go. There we go, punters. Righto. Let's fucking get some momentum going. Oh, my God. Another red day will fuck me. But let's see. There is momentum. Righto. Cheers, punters. Go, Huxo.